Alright, man. I ain't trying to hold y'all for too long or whatnot, man. I'm just we gotta just, you know what I mean, push, man. Time, man. I'm. I hope that everybody out there, man, is taking their time to understand themselves, man. Taking their time to better themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. Taking the time for yourself isn't you being at the crib watching Netflix or scrolling through the gram or on Facebook. It's not you at home doing your craft, whether that's, I don't know, poetry, drawing, taking photos, editing, music. That's not taking time for yourself. Just because you're by yourself don't mean you're doing work for yourself or to better yourself. That's not what it is. Just because you at home and you sleep, that ain't being with yourself or working on yourself. Like I said, this shit sound crazy to people because you don't understand the power of it. So when I say working on yourself, man, or dealing with yourself, trying to figure out who you is or why you do things you do, you don't figure that out by sitting down in a place and just thinking, I'm just gonna think about life and where life got me. Like I said, that does help, yes, but that's not the full power, the full strength of what you need to do. That's halfway there. Like I said, like, yo, you gotta meditate. You gotta close your eyes, man, and think like that. You gotta think in the dark. Let them thoughts run free. There's a lot of people tell me, asking you, why don't you meditate? Why don't you? They say they don't like the thoughts that come to them or the images they get when they. I'm like, yo, that's literally facing yourself. You're literally sitting down with yourself and having these real ass ideas. Like, what do you mean you don't like that? That's what you want. I would think when you say you want to understand yourself, you said that's how you do it. You sit down and you think. It's like that. Too many times people be like, yeah, I'm taking care of myself, but they're just at the crib watching TV, man. I'm just gonna binge watch Solo Dolo. I'm gonna go to the spa, man, to the sauna. I'm gonna treat myself nice today. And said, like, yo, for me, said I have a hard time doing that shit because it don't matter in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Too many people complain about today. Complain about, well, that's what it is. They complain about today, man, but they don't think about tomorrow. Like I said, people be like, yo, sacrifice. They gotta sacrifice. Because the people got rich because they doing some shady shit, sacrifices. Like nah, nigga, it ain't gotta be that big. Sacrifice could be just nigga, I'm gonna sacrifice the next 3 months to get what I want to get. And say your mind tells you how long it's gonna take to get that shit. Said then it's just working towards getting what you want to get, putting that real time in. It's a lot of things I'm figuring out now is just like, yo, we have our intuition be strong as fuck. It's everybody's is strong as fuck. Like I said, their inner voice be loud as shit, but it's like, yo, we got this mind that just don't want to do something or just think about this or what if they don't like this or what if they this or I really don't feel like this. Like I'm saying, like, yeah, let that shit go. So that when you close your eyes and you sit with yourself, you realize this shit. Like, yo, wait, nigga, I might be getting in my own way. You know, I think about how to get money, and then I get these ideas about how to get money, but these ideas don't fit my ideology. I can't see myself doing these things, so therefore I'm not gonna do those things. Like, we wonder why you didn't get nothing, right? I said, yo, you want to reach your higher self, man. It's gonna take time with yourself. I'm saying, don't just do things to do it. Do things with a purpose. That's why I try to tell people all the time. They say they don't understand that. Make a purpose behind this, and it makes it stronger. You said I only like candles for certain occasions. Talk about that. Let me show you. Satellite. Crystal Favor. This is HotLife.com. Like I said, made with real crystals, man. Intuition stone. Wisdom stone. It says made with real crystals. They got the crystals and these things and everything. You know what I mean? I said light it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Then it said you're putting energy into it. I said to that shit too, like taking an extra step to do something to symbolize it. Like I said, to do something that tells yourself something. I see all the time people be online like, yo, send a prayer. You know what I'm saying? For me, we need a prayer or this and this. And it's like, yo, if you're going to do that, right? If you're going to send a prayer to somebody, why not be like, all right, let me just light a match, say my prayer real quick, and then blow it out. Because you're putting energy into this now. It ain't just a thought. It's a thought and a movement on this plane. You know what I'm saying? This physical realm, I'm doing something too. It ain't just a mental thing either. So you're giving it more power, giving it more strength, sending that healing energy. Like I said, I read once, maybe I heard it, I don't know. Wrote it down on the wall. I said, you see the room, man. The scribble dibbles on that bitch, cause I write ideas and shit like that. Shit that's not really worth saving, but all around this room there's words and shit like that, phrases and things like that. And I said one that really got me a quote, man, is truth is stranger than fiction. Truth is stranger than fiction. And you gotta understand that we're lied to every day. Last part's why, but truth is stranger than fiction, man. There's some crazy shit in this world that we just don't understand and we can't believe. like I said, and I said to someone the other day, the reason why it's like that though, the reason why we believe things or we have a certain ideology or you know what I'm saying, our mind works in a certain way or we can only grasp a certain picture of or certain realities because it said we're forced fed this shit when we're a kid. We don't as a kid you believe in all kind of crazy shit. True or false, it don't matter. You believe in all kind of crazy shit. I said the powers that be try to encapsulate that shit, man. They try to take that shit out the equation. Nah, that ain't real. This is what real is. That's what fake is. And that's just that. And I said they don't even. It ain't even like they can tell you why it's not real or not. It's just that's make believe. Okay. So you believe that that's make believe when you grow with that shit. I don't know, some shit make believe. Nigga, Tooth Fairy is kind of like same class kind of thing. Shit. My army shut that. What I'm trying to say is that when I say reality, it isn't what it is. It's science. Science is like known spirituality. That's kind of confusing because basically, if you don't know about it, then it's spiritual. It's invisible. Even though this shit right here is invisible too. Because science is a bunch of invisible shit. They can't see this shit. You gotta get microscopes and this, because naked eye, you can't see this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is spiritual. This shit is all this shit connects to a certain source. You know what I'm saying? Everything came from something. And they're trying to figure out, science trying to put words on what the fuck everything is. So nothing wrong with science. So you can understand it when it's a whole other language. Well, look, man, that's not really why. This ain't why I'm here, okay? I came here because I came across. I don't know, man. Kyle in the house. He's finna go to trial. That's the grown 17-year-old man who went to Illinois, killed 2, injured 1. Not Illinois. He went to Wisconsin, man. Went to Kenosha from Illinois, during the Jacob Blake protest and shit.